Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. I'm Aditi from the Asian Adventures team. Asian Adventures is a 32-year-old company dedicated to conservation travel experiences across the globe. Global Wildlife Fair was created as a platform that brings together tourism, conservation, creativity, and meaningful dialogue around wildlife and nature. The initiative also led to the formation of Indian Wildlife Network, a collaborative space connecting storytellers, researchers, and nature practitioners across the country. Today's webinar, the Aravalli Frontlines, Walking, Documenting, and Defending a Living Landscape, focuses on one of India's oldest mountain systems and the growing environmental challenges it faces. Let me walk you through what you'll expect from this webinar. Through this webinar, Shalaish sir and Tejbir sir will help you understand the ecological importance of Aravalli landscape and why its protection is critical today. They'll share their on-ground experiences documenting biodiversity, environmental degradation, and the rapid changes happening across the region. You'll learn about the impact of illegal mining, habitat fragmentation, urban expansion, and human pressure on wildlife habitats. This session will also explore how citizen participation, field documentation, and community awareness can contribute to conservation efforts. And finally, they'll discuss how responsible action, storytelling, and public engagement can help protect the future of the Aravallis. Now, I would like to hand over this session to Shailesh sir and Tejbir sir.
Thank you for lovely introduction, ma'am. And myself, Shalaish Baisla, I am founder director. You heard about me, and with me, Tejbir is here. So I want to, before starting, I just want to let you know this journey started both of us together. I was doing my masters, doing my dissertation in this regional tribal people. I was doing documentation. I met him. He bring me to the site. We see things, and he then I get to know he was like exploring this region since his childhood. So he took us to those places. So that's how One Aravalli Foundation started, and it's been 6 years. And last 6 months, we have take you to walks. We have shown things how we bring as a whole, what it means, and what the future aspects of it. And we'll talk about all of those stuff. So One Aravalli Foundation is a research-based initiative. There are like many like NGOs and organization, government, non-government, working in NCR for tourism, for environment, but there is not a organization actually working for heritage itself within the Aravalli in depths, from to the depths of southern Haryana. So that's where the things comes, the sites, the petroglyphs, and various sites which we will talk about. There is no like a central protection to them which directly protect the heritage, the culture which present there. So we try to fill that gap. That's the gap we try to fill. So what we do documentation, we do stewardship, we advocate for them, we do engagement, the walks we talks about protection, how we can protect them, the reporting, and how do advocacy, we do salvage archaeology, how stewardship work, and all these five core elements of Vanya Ravli we'll be exploring in the further slides. Can we go to next slide? Okay. So those five core objectives started the base of like community as a like model. So our public outreach model remains rooted in the belief that heritage research must engage with the community, not as an audience but as a co-participant. Like when we came here, in the next slide we'll show you, we interact with villagers first. We take their gain their trust first. We include them of a part of our survey, be it any kind of a scientific survey. We include them with us, because once we leave the site, it becomes vulnerable. Without a local community, it cannot be solved. We'll explore depth in this model in further. So what we include village heritage walks, school webinars, students, everybody, research students. We'll do field works. This is one of the photo from St. Peter's students we bring here. One of the favorite walk we have. Like the curiosity among kids is like amazing when we bring them here. So let's deep and dive. So we try to, can you change the, sorry, I was can you change the slide? So what we were protecting is as a whole. When you see it as a macro scale, it's a corridor. We, as you can see, it's a elevation map topography. There's a like a scale on your right. part is your Aravalli, that blue depression part is your lower rise region. So where were we? We are at Aravalli and the ridge and the paleo channels. So Aravalli and these paleo channels have interrelation to them. That's why the cultures and the civilization came here, settled there. Why they found this landscape so suitable. This corridor started itself from 300,000 years back, and it's in continuation even till now. Change the slide, next one with the map. Yeah, this one. Thank you so much. Now it's screen. So what we have in the range, we have quartzite, raw materials, shelters for hominin people, the various culture which the back, please return it. Previous. So and then we have like a ridge and the channel ecotone, the culture which was like have their settlement above the ridge, using the channel and resources which are below. There is a security from up, and there is a food below, so they were using it. We have mounds on the lower ridges, we have settlements on the upper part of hill, we have like prehistoric people population living throughout this landscape, started from lower paleolithic period itself, which is at minimum at least 300,000 years long. So and it has been continued, it has been transformed, lower paleolithic transformed to middle, and then there's upper, then there's following cultures, there are late Harappan mounds, and there are PGW. So those are everything is concerned throughout this landscape. Aravali is we have all our settlements. Those settlements and those cultures we will talk about. Can you change? So in the next slide, we will talking about the journey, how it started. The map you are seeing, this is the map of my field study area for my PhD. So we are exploring all these four districts. It's a 100-kilometer stretch, which has through been rugged, interactive Delhi NCR terrain. And sites we surveyed across Faridabad, we have New Palwal and other districts. I have been into excavation in Palwal. All these sites we explored with people like Tejbir, my friend. He's the custodians. We have custodians in different every village. We have someone who is now protecting those cultures, be it a mound, be it a rock art, be it stone tool, be it another everybody, anything something like that. So we do GPS mapping, we do intense drone photography of mounds, of rock art sites, we do systematic field survey. These things we have done for the past 6 years, we are doing now. It is a result which we are showing you. And the quartzite riches of Faridad, we have rock shelters, we have paintings in Silakheri, we have springs in Mohtaba, Jhanna Mandir, and every site we documented is academic record, and it's always community is always involved. Since last half century there has been tremendous studies done here. Point is, those sites which has been explored by someone in 90s 80s or 90s, when we reinvestigated, we don't found those mounts. So it's not even in their memory. The point is keeping the community engaged. That's why we are here now. People will know this webinar is done from Court Village itself. It could be done from anywhere and at a very comfortable place. So that's the kind of message we try to give. Heritage should be coming from the below. So can we go to the next slide? So prehistory stone tools, it's a very intense subject. We can go as much in depth we can go. But what's the most curious part is the rock art part. So this is, I try to keep this presentation for common people. So we will not go into in depth of stone tools. Yes, we have prehistoric culture in continuation, but the interesting part, the tourism part, the engagement part, the impact factor part, that with my experience in past 6 years, the thing that rock art can bring the attention towards the side, nothing can. So this region is full of rock art. Starting from any ridge, any valley channel point, you found rock art. And those are, we have different kind of rock arts. And there is also why this organization needed, why I'm like emphasizing on rock art so much, because there is a misunderstanding regarding rock art. Also there is no standardization, not just here, just in Indian archaeology itself, there is not much understanding regarding these cupels. So anybody anything, and that's why we are trying to like bring awareness. So when we talk about cupil, it's just a depression. Any kind of a depression on a surface is called a cupil. That's the terminology. So okay, so a cupil could be anything. It could be a post hole in a terminology way, in a cone it's in a terminology way, a bit mankala board game in a terminology way, it's a cupil. So it's a wider term, it's a bigger umbrella, but you can't call everything cupil as old. So these, that's why one Aravalli is important, that's why our initiative involved, that's why including Tejbir and custodians is important. That's what we try to be. So we talk about cupils. I was showing you a image of inscription there. That's the Ashokan inscription, and there's a red dot I have highlighted. That's a board game. Okay, that board game is of very unknown origin. My friend is working on it. She has said it's Korean origin. This is another board game which we also found here, and this is called Mankala. Again, this is also a cupil in a way. That is also a cupil, but both are different. And that's the understanding and standardization is the main objective of One Naravli, to bring standardization, stay away from unethical claims about dates, and to try to bring the range. Coming and talking to you about the range, this there is so many beautiful rock art, like it's endless, there is infinity. Why this one is important in Ashokan inscription? Because it gives us a range. We can't have a date about the rock art. It's really like we don't have a scientific technology which can absolutely tell us when that thing has been engraved, but we have other method, art historic method, relative method. So we know Ashokan inscription state it's 2300 years back, so definitely the engraving which has been done upon the Brahmi is older than that. That give us a relative lower age, and later age it could be of anything. Similarly, we, as we have explored, if you move south from South Haryana, you will enter Alwar. There is a, in Dosa district, there is a temple, Chand Bauri and Harsha Mata temple, and there you this one board game there, Mankala. So this method we are using, we are looking for these kind of sites. These sites give us a relative age for these emblems, these kind of things. We can search for the origin from the symbol. Like one I showed you is the 7/2. It's a origin in Middle East, and there is 9/2 Navagraha, which has origin in your Gujarat. There is one in Tamil Nadu. You will find it everywhere from Middle East till Kanyakumari. There is not a single state, single place where you don't find it. It's not a discovery, it's everywhere. We need to understand it. We need to like bring standardization, not stretching it further. We have foot motifs in court in Mohabtabad. There are game boards everywhere, Pasha, Chopper. I will show you the picture in next slide. And it's amazing. We are trying to set standardization now. It's enough. Like let's. We are trying to stay away from clickbait, so we don't like exaggerate the dates for these things. Can we have the next slide, please? Next slide. Thank you. As I told you, there is so many beautiful rock art, and that's why I try to show you Ashokan inscription to at least set a range perspective in your mind. These are not everything is Paleolithic. Okay, we have Pasa from everybody of you. I hope everybody knows Mahabharat Pasa. And this one was amazing. One of the like phenomenal discovery Tej made. This Pasa he found in the depths of this Aravalli. And if you look closely, where this a small scale is present in the right corner in the Pasa second image. There are hand also. So they were not just drawing these boards game. They were marking the player point where which player set. So think about the cognitive imagination that a person or soldier or migrator or whoever has done it in whichever time, so curious about this landscape. In the first image is a drone shot. That's why invite the stage where, and thanks to my really good friend Jatin, he clicked that picture from drone. This is one of the our one of the first walk we have done, huh, Tejbir? Yes, this is the first work. I bring my own student from Ambedkar University. That's where it all begins last year November. So there's a cluster. There's a big well, like entire rock surface has been engraved. There are board game, there are other motive, there are hands, feet. Some hands have 4 fingers, some has 2 fingers. You have seen the like our poster image. These kind of things are spread it across Aravalli. We are trying to decode it now. We have documented it, we are decoding it now. There's these paintings, these paintings of Sila Kheri. This has been in a like continuous worship in for centuries. The entire village of Sila Kheri, be it locals, there are reports in Hindustan Times about these paintings. People are aware about it. These are very miniature and one of the most common motif on such a of such rock art throughout the Ravli. If you move from here till the Alvar, you will find it everywhere. Well, like Silasari Lake. Sorry for the pronunciation. The rock shelter exactly same this painting. So we will decode it. We are not. We just don't want to jump into conclusion this fast. So these are pretty good like rock art, but let alone the data and the dates and range. At the same time, research will be continuous for next 100,000 years. What it brings today to the table is the tourism point of view. Look at the picture in the fourth where the girl is clicking photo upside. Can you imagine? This is Delhi NCR. People have such tourism in MP, in other states in MP, archaeology tourism on a rock shelter. This is an untapped resource we are not even looking at now. And thanks to Global Wildlife Fair and Asian Adventures and One Naravli, now we are doing it. We are doing something new. We are giving Delhi tourism of Delhi NCR a different thing. Research will be continuous. Research will be done. It will be changed and re-researched, but the tourism factor will remain there. And can we move to the next slide? So this is Anandpur. When comes to Faridabad, the first thing people think about the oldest structure is Surajkund. Okay, people go to Surajkund. Surajkund, they like yearly fairs there happened, conferences there happened. People forgot about the dam which is even older than the Surajkund itself. The dam which is older than Delhi itself. So I think we are the first one who have done heritage walk there. We tried our best and we have done documentation. We have another custodian there, Rahul Badana, doing amazing work. Amazing guy, just like Tejbir. Like we in every village we have someone. We can't be there every time, okay, but they can. Tejbir will be here. I can tell you hundreds of stories. Tejbir saving the heritage here, be it rock art, be it stone tool, be it anything. Tejbir is the actual front line. Rahul Badana is the front line. These custodians we are developing at every villages. We are actually waiting for the government. So just we just want to walk with document. I have submitted a report on for my PhD. Some things are there are probably cushion breaks. The structure is visible at the boundaries at the different channels, and there is a sculpture evidence. That's a very beautiful Mahishasur Mardani in Kheda Devta in Anandpur village. I was amazed to see that she still survives. It talks about temple and the other structure we found there. The black and white image is image from our archive. Every person in Anandpur village have that picture. This structure just exists on the end of your Anandpur Dam, facing towards exactly where the sun rises. Obviously, a sun temple devoting towards the sun god, and it's still there in ruins. There are 17th sculpture. Exactly what you are seeing in picture has been fallen down. It has been fallen there for last 50 years. We took people there. We showed those things, and look at the board of that Anandpur board by government. What is the condition of it? So, can we move to the next slide, please? Also, this dam was a water marvel. Also, I forgot to tell about it. They have done phenomenal water hydrology. There was no scarcity in the past, at least. And I am not going in depth into everything. Each and everything I'm telling you can have a separate webinar on itself. Be it stone tool, rock art, Anandpur. We are just focusing on the conservation and the things we have done and what we are protecting. That's the motive of and the future aspects as well. So what we have done, this photo you can see, this is from exact place we are standing right now. Okay, this what we have done. This is a revolution one Aravalli has bought. We have set up a board. You have seen the board in the past for picture. Look at the board set up by ASI. I'm just not against the government. Okay, they have to handle so many. We have such a huge country. Okay, they have to handle. But if you include villagers with it, there is no need to handle ASI. This board is settled by us. I hope the network will not give you a issue. I would like to. That's why I wanted to do this video live from here. We are at the site itself. So we settled this board here. This is the board we settled. The photo picture you are seeing. This is the site itself. So this board has changed everything. Now the villagers know. We have an example to show different other villages. If Tejbir was not there, if he was not there to like convince the villagers, if we have not spent 6 years here, now we have a model, a working model that a village can save, a model that can be replicated throughout India or world itself. So we are doing something like that. Imagine a village people saving a stone tool, thinking about rock art, be it of any concern, be it of their tourism or something like that. Sorry for the audio, I moved, that's why it goes like that. It will correct itself, I hope so. Huh. So that was the entire village is now actively guarding stone tools, rock art in their backyard. And we have oral tradition, folklores. We are documenting everything. Where we have like rock painting I showed you from Silakedi. It has its continuation even today. The culture we celebrate, the Dev Utne Ki Aas, all agro-pastoral community celebrate. It's the exact Deva Bora symbol which we found in Silagar Silik, Alwa Baisla in Faridabad. So these things now we are documenting the community. We are getting why from the it is from where it has came till now, how it is survives these things, the anthropology part. And community member we have trained. Tejbir is just here in front of you, our hero, our custodian. Rahul is not here. Maybe in Anangpur walk, Anangpur webinar we'll do it some other day. And there are many people. We are a big family, big family. And the Aravalli Custodian series is celebrating local guardians. That's the main objective of that series. And village pledge to protect. So once ignored, art has been now watched over. I can give you various stories. Some road is making, somebody is destroying a site. Tejbir will always be there. So now they will not do it because the panchayat in involved cases, sarpanch is there, our priest is there, villagers, and every citizen is involved in this part, and they were now taking care of it. Government will come, definitely it will be we will welcome it, the government. If they will not come, we will wait for them for next 100 years, for next 50 years, next 500 years. Site will be saved, we will save site till they come. Next.
Everything happens for good. Okay. So when infrastructure cuts through prehistoric landscape, artifacts are exposed only to be buried under it forever. So that's where the salvage archaeology came. I told you about the Mudit. I hope I am audible, clearly audible to you guys. I hope so. Um, so what we want salvage and archaeology to become a mandate. Sooner or later, RRTS will be crossing from Gurgaon to Faridabad, and it will go till Jewar, and it will gonna cut through Aravlis. It gonna destroy a lot of stone tools. And what we were saying, we are not against the RRTS project. We were saying whenever they dig a pillar, dig a soil to put a pillar, just let us be there. Let us someone from One Aravali be there, and we will document for you. We will hand over the tools to you. We will take care of the culture, then they can make their RRTS. This is the model. What you can see, that's the famous Panikot Lake, the Ladakh, mini Ladakh of Delhi NCR. But this is nothing but the pit and lakes formed by quarry, unchecked quarry, and illegal quarries. So if the salvage archaeology model like introduced by Mudit Trivedi in 2018, it has become a mandate through Delhi NCR. We can't even imagine what kind of a culture we would have be saving. We could have provided artifacts to each and every single government school throughout India. Sky is the limit, and there is no end. Making things as a monopoly to construct them to very little audience will only destroy it. Making it public, bringing it to the villager, including the community, can only save it. And this is the last hope. The sites which has been reported and excavated and documented and published by people for the last 100 years, I have re-investigated them. 95% of those sites doesn't exist today. The only excavated site from Anangpur, the very excavation which happened for like 3 years, 92 to 94, which has everybody from US ambassador has it. Site got destroyed within a year because there was no public engagement, because the locals are not involved and not made aware about the thing, not made we have to make locals relate to this heritage. When they think this is related to them, then they will save it. If they the is alien to them, they will save it. That's the objective. Researchers can come, PhD scholars can come, university. So these are the, can you move to the next? These are the all the works we have done. And each and every single walk has its different meaning. It has changed something in Delhi. Each and every single, all of them are first of a kind. Also, all these walks you are seeing, these are all first of a kind in Delhi's history. Be it field school, what we have done, be it historic walks, we have done Ashokan Addict. We are the first one to relate Ashokan Addict, then the board game with it and around it in the winter fog. And that court village, obviously, that the massive circuit we have made. Like we have covered 3 4 villages in a single day, and it was so amazing, from petrol, stone tool, paintings, everything in a single day. Then Anangpur walk we have done. We went to the dam, then to the village also. Yes, so Salil, definitely we will do it. Definitely, I'm gonna do it. Actually, that was done with DD at that time. We were like on a contract with DD and SHRM. Now we will do it with you. And can we move to the next? And that's a very wonderful and successful work. Our DDA work was so successful. We got appreciation from the direct Lieutenant Governor and a member of Parliaments of Delhi. That was amazing. So let's. I will try to. Sorry for all the. Thank you for all your patience, guys. Thank you so much. So, and heritage vulnerability and conservation is the last thing. So coring, I told you, told you about Anangpur is gone. You have seen Palikot Lake. We can't even imagine what we have lost, and it cannot be come back. Urban encroachment, it's a rapidly expanding unchecked urban area. What this is what Delhi NCR is. That's where the local community and heritage from below stewardship, all these concepts are more relevant more than ever now. The government is not considering above 100-meter as a Ravli. There will be more and more less protection rules helping it, and there will be brick robbings in in Mewat, the mounts like Rakhi Gadi. You seen how you might have heard about Rakhi Gadi. There are 50 60 Rakhi Gadi in this region. We just not even looking at it. And Rakhi Gadi, when I say not, it doesn't mean those are Harappan side. I'm telling you the mound and the cultural mound is there similar, not of the same culture. Okay, this is for tourism and general public. We can go in depth as much as you want. You can mail me. And there is a lack of protection there, and obviously I don't want to name the scholars, but there are scholars which have documented so many mounds in the past in 80s 90s in 1958, and so many reports, the excavation done by us, still not been protected. So many mounds which is just people know it's like unheard. That mound has multi-story building, and then a massive medieval haveli filled with frescoes on top, and now the villagers has completely like taken over it. So what our recommendation is to have a legislative. We will include a petroleum multicultural map within AMSAR Act, and those all those things. First, as the sites are in Haryana, we will look for Punjab and Haryana Act 565. That's the major rule. There are many hundreds and thousands of acts. That's the first thing which that's the like base of everything. Then there's a Amsar Act. There are many Amsar Act, but for the Chandigarh, because this is Haryana, there's for 1968 or I think 58 Act was the most suitable to protect these sites. So we will once we have the documentation report, we will like obviously we will advocate for that also. The picture you are seeing is one of such mounds in Mandi Kheda. It's a, like multi-hectare mound, and entire village is settled on it, and it is from the other side. I am showing you the picture. Look at me. I look so tiny in front of this mound. So can you imagine? Goal is to document before destruction. It's just what we can do. We have lidar, we have drones, we are documenting, we are 3D scanning everything. That's the last thing, and we can educate the local. If they will want to protect it, they can, and that's the goal. Can we have the next slide, please? Thank you for your patience. Okay, these are the basic key impacts. What I told you, right? In like summary, this we have dozens of sites we have protected, like reported, documented, and told about the villager to save. We have like walked hundreds of kilometers. Villages have started to pledge. We have a model to show now to different. We are gonna show to, even if we have to go each and every single village of Haryana with this model, which has a heritage. I will go. I will try to convince them. The rest is there choice, but I will do it. We have the fifth century Ekmukha Shivling. In a circuit walk, I have showed that to people, and it should be in the museum, National Museum, which we have in Mahabtabad Jhanda Mandir. There is a temple in Anangpur. There is a Koshan Bay. Can we have the next slide? These are all the key basic impacts. Not everything, just a summary for tourism perspective. Can we go next? Okay. So here now you know what we have done, what we want to do. What's the way forward? So and is to make heritage protection a routine. It's not a task. task. It should be something like a fundamental duty. It should be part of it. From the students, core student, school level itself, we have to connect people to it. When there is no connection, people will not take it seriously. If you made a connection, you don't have to do anything. They will do it itself. They will protect it. Now we have Instagram. Now we have social media. It gives really good reels. I can see people after us. There are so many trackers. There are so many organizations do now. They were clicking photos of those cupids, the board game I show you, and random people say it's Paleolithic. So these things we need to end. So main is to complete the PhD. First of all, I have to complete my PhD, which will give you a high resolution model of this corridor, which I'm talking about with those all those sites with GIS, and we will expand the community stewardship. Obviously, I told you I am gonna expand it throughout this corridor and push for legislative mandate from NCR in Haryana, be Chandigarh. Obviously, there are scholars and government involved in any part of whatever I say. I am not believing government. They can't do everything. We have so much heritage. It's our responsibility first, then we can call government. First we have to make the this is not against government or any organization. Build up public digital archive. We are using lidar, the rock art I'm documenting. I'm creating a 3D database. Soon we will have our website of one Aravalli, entire lidar 3D images of those rock art, be it drone footage of mounts with GIS data. Everything will be available in one tab for you in future. It will come out of with my PhD, obviously not before my PhD. And aimed is to grow the heritage work program, be it school, citizen, researcher, face to face with deep time. People show things like there is limiting it khatam it will end. It is very singular. It is monopoly. It is not like that. As much as we share this heritage, it is endless. It will never go extinct. Time to open it up. It's not something to be scared of. We have tried to hidden it and we have lost those sites. It's time to bring it up. Anyways, they will gonna know. They will now this AI will tell everybody anything with a single photo. So it's high time we have to like engage people now. Can we have the next slide? Thank you so much, guys. And it will not be possible without my team. I am not doing anything. I'm just a rope connecting everybody. Without Tejbir, without Yatin, without Salil, without Van Narali, without Global Wildlife Fair, without a Delhi tourism, without this opportunity. When we started many years ago. We do not thought reach there. We are giving India a model which can save sites not just in Delhi NCR. So thank you so much. We are ready for your question. Tejbir is with me. You can mail also if you are in depth or if you want to do something like that. You can follow one Aravali. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Zaina has a question for you. She's asking,
Hmm.
are villagers interested in keeping a heritage against the pressure of selling the property for real estate builder? Surprise area you are talking just next to the Greenfield colony. First build-up of FTP.
We can talk in person. It's really hard to understand. Obviously, I know Greenfield. I have seen. I don't know which Greenfield. I have many things. Which heritage structure you are talking about? Please contact me. I'll be there. We'll be there. We will document it. We will, if it is important, we will not let it go. We will do. I am
Also,
not able to understand your actual query.
okay,
Please contact us anyway, wherever possible. You know anybody from Global Wildlife, they have my number. Salil, anybody, Pooja ma'am, anybody.
okay. So Suchi also has a message. So she's saying, thanks so much for this presentation. It's amazing to see the work you're doing. I, along with my team, am making a film on Aravallis, which is how I came here. I would love to connect with you separately and discuss further on certain aspects. Your help will be very beneficial. Do let me know if it's possible.
Definitely, ma'am, it is possible. We can work it out. We can sit down and talk about it. Definitely, we can have a Google Meet session before that. I can understand your thing, and obviously, we are open for all kind of such activities. We'll work it out.
Also, Do you have a WhatsApp group or a YouTube channel? One of the participants wants to know this.
We have a WhatsApp group, we have Instagram, we have Facebook also. For LinkedIn, I use my personal account. There is no Vanna Ravli for LinkedIn yet. We have a YouTube channel, but
Okay.
we are not much into social media thing. Abhi, we are not doing that. We have a very small
Okay.
initiative. We will increase that, but we have a working Instagram channel which we are very active.
Okay. So Anuradha ma'am has said that thank you for those critical insights on India's and the world's oldest natural heritage. And
Yes,
I think
thank
that's
you so
it.
much.
Nobody has any further questions for you.
Glad you guys
So
like
I
that.
would like thank you everyone for joining us today for this webinar. Uh, we will share this webinar with you shortly. We'll post it on YouTube and share the link with everyone who has joined us today and who won't be able to join.
Okay,
Thank you,
okay.
sir, for this amazing webinar.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Whoever is there, I'm not able to read your messages. You have to reach out to me. Sorry if I'm not able to read your names also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for taking your time.